are plenty of great travel backpacks out there, but a lot of them are pretty heavy. That's because they're made with durable materials that make the bag last longer, even though sometimes those materials can weigh more. However, choosing a lightweight backpack doesn't mean you have to sacrifice build quality. In this video, we'll cover some of our favorite lightweight travel bags from the last year. Each bag fits into a specific category, and we'll go over each in addition to why that bag fits the category as we get to them. If you want to know how we chose each bag, stay tuned until the end of the video when we cover our criteria. We also have detailed reviews of each backpack on our reviews channel and website if you want to learn more. Now, let's get into it. We'll kick things off with a great investment bag that costs just over $100 at the time of this video. The Osprey Daylite Expandable Travel Pack starts at 26 liters and expands up to 32, meaning that you can size it up or down depending on your needs. The expansion gives you an extra 2 inches of vertical packing space, and it's super easy to cinch it back up after you unpack without catching on the extra material. It's made with recycled polyester, which is a lightweight 300D ripstop that's reinforced at the bottom with a thicker 600D nylon to reduce wear and tear. Of course, it's on this list because it only weighs 1.85 pounds. But it's still really comfortable to carry even when stuffed. The shoulder straps are nicely padded and contoured to wrap comfortably around your body, and the sternum strap on a rail allows you to dial in the fit. The bag doesn't sag or droop when you pack less inside either. When it comes to packing, we use the drop pocket on the front for a packable jacket, sunglasses, or a tech pouch, and we stick pens, a battery bank, wallet, and other small essentials in the well-organized top pocket. It even has enough space for a small 311 bag when you're going through airport security. Your laptop goes in the main compartment, but it's also accessible through a separate zipper at the back, so you can pull it out without dislodging the rest of your gear. The front zipper gives you access to a large zipper pocket on the lid where we pack flat items. The remaining space is open for everything else, from packing cubes and travel shoes to a dop kit and more. While there are tie-down straps here, we find they work better with folded clothing than packing cubes. If you're focused solely on price, you can save even more with the Quechua NH Escape 500. At $55 at the time of this video, it's half the price of the Osprey. While not all of its features work as well as we'd like, it's good for what you pay. For example, the stowable hip belt can feel a bit suffocating at times, and some pockets don't seem to serve a proper purpose. But again, you're getting a lot for your money, and it's only 2.43 pounds. The polyester material is coated in polyurethane, and the bottom is even more durable than the body. The bag sags a bit when it's not full, but it holds its shape well when packed. Our only complaint with the SPS zippers is that the short pulls are a little hard to grab, and while the Duralon hardware works well, it looks a little cheap. Overall, the harness system gets the job done. The shoulder straps and back panel have substantial mesh padding, though you can sometimes feel the gap the center air channel creates. We also find the fit a little tight on larger frames because of how narrow the space is where the contoured straps connect. On the plus side, this bag has plenty of organization, even if we do sometimes struggle to use it all. The huge stretchy bottle pockets can fit large gear, and there's a strap pocket for tiny items like earbuds. We pack most of our gear in the front and top pockets. The lower one has a few pockets and a short key leash. The pocket on top opens to the side, allowing access by swinging the pack to your front, so it's perfect for headphones or a packable bag. An unpadded pocket further up fits a glasses case, and the sleek side pocket is ideal for important gear like a passport. Finally, a quick access top pocket is where you can put all remaining small gear. The laptop compartment is huge and opens nearly clamshell to hold a 17-inch computer and a 15-inch tablet with space in the center for a notebook or book. There's not much more organization in the main compartment, but we think the other pockets have that covered. The lid has a zippered mesh pocket with a pass-through to the outside of the pack for recharging your tech on the go if you're into that, though we don't find ourselves using it. Then fill the rest of the main compartment with packing cubes and pouches to keep things organized. However, if you really want to lock everything in place, you should try the 2.2-pound Matador Seg 28 backpack. It has a built-in organization system that removes the need for packing cubes, so it's overkill if you already have them. From top to bottom, the front 4 compartments have capacities of 4, 6, 8, and 10 liters. If you fill all 4, there's not a ton of space left in the main compartment, but if you're getting this bag, you're not really wanting to DIY your organization anyway. These pockets do a solid job of holding travel gear, though they're not padded, so we recommend putting heavy items like tech into a separate pouch for extra protection. Stick essentials you need en route in the quick access pocket on top of the bag, and hide your passport in a pocket behind the luggage pass-through once you make it past security. There's a top-loading laptop compartment too, which can accommodate up to a 16-inch laptop. Just be sure not to confuse this zipper with the quick access compartment since they're right next to each other. This 28-liter bag weighs so little because of its materials, which include PU-coated nylon and a reinforced ripstop nylon base for added durability. Unfortunately, ripstop bags can look a little saggy like this one does, but sometimes that's the price you pay for a lightweight travel bag. Luckily, it's not as floppy when it's full. You'll also find compression straps to help you lock down the look. Its harness system is well padded and airy, and the shoulder straps blend seamlessly into the back panel for a comfortable all-day carry. The sliding sternum strap and unpadded removable hip belt keep the weight in a more comfortable spot on your body, so while the harness system feels a little overkill, it works. I also used a lightweight travel backpack on my bucket list trip to Africa last summer. It made it easier to hop between countries and from city to safari to resort. But what helped almost as much was my eSIM from Saily, this video's sponsor. While Tanzania was our base, my friend and I hopped between several countries throughout the 2.5-week trip. Saily made it easy to connect as soon as we landed, instead of having to download a new eSIM for each new place or find a local card. I had great service in every country, especially once turning off apps that use a lot of background data. I'm a planner, and I personally like that you set everything up before you even leave home. It's easy to do. Just download the Saily app and select a data plan. It activates when you land, so we had no issues letting family know we arrived and connecting with our tour guides. Over years of travel, we figured out that it's usually better and cheaper to get local service via an eSIM than to buy it through our phone plans. Saily is available in over 200 destinations and offers some of the best rates online. And as I found out in Africa, it's really easy to use. Plus, they have Ultra plans which provide unlimited data, fast tracking at airport security, airport lounge access, and more. Saily is giving Packhacker viewers an exclusive 15% discount on data plans. Use code Packhacker at checkout when you visit saily.com/packhacker or download the Saily app. Now back to the video. If you want a bag that you can customize with your own accessories, you'll appreciate the PALS webbing on the front of this pack. The CabinZero military backpack is made with durable materials that aren't as heavy as other tactical backpacks. Easily connect MOLLE accessories and extra straps to hold a jacket, hat, or other gear on its exterior. The beefy hardware also matches the aesthetic, and side straps compress the bag to meet tighter airline requirements. While we wouldn't necessarily take this bag on a day-long hike, it's pretty comfortable to carry thanks to the well-padded, breathable back panel and shoulder straps. That, and it only weighs 1.81 pounds. Plus, load lifters and a sternum strap help distribute the bag's weight. You can sometimes feel gear through the back panel, though a laptop helps provide some structure without feeling like the device is in danger. If you're worried about having your device essentially act as a frame sheet, you can also pack layers of some flatter clothing back there so that anything bulkier on top won't poke through. The front compartment opens to the side, so you can quickly grab your phone and wallet by swinging the bag to your front. Then, aside from bottles and side pockets, everything else goes into the main compartment. We like packing small clothing or accessories in the 2 large lid pockets. You could even use one as a small tech pouch. You'll want a case for your laptop or tablet though, because the back panel device sleeve lacks padding. There's no other organization in the main compartment, which makes it really versatile and adaptable. There's plenty of space for camera kits or large packing cubes, a tech pouch, and other bulky gear. However, if you're not into the military vibe, you might want to check out the more streamlined CabinZero Classic travel backpack instead. This bag I gotta grab off the wall. We love Bellroy, so when they told us over a year ago that they were making their most travel backpacky backpack, we were pretty excited. We were even happier when we saw it in person because it puts the Bellroy aesthetic that we love into an ultralight travel bag. And it's not just us who likes the look either. 89% of our Instagram audience agreed. I'm just saying, the people have spoken. To start, Bellroy's signature textured diamond ripstop fabric isn't too floppy or saggy, and it maintains some structure even when the bag isn't full. This 30-liter backpack weighs only 2.09 pounds and has a more rectangular shape that looks great and packs efficiently too. Unlike the CabinZero, the laptop compartment has an inch of false bottom for drop protection. Meanwhile, the front pockets work well for gear you need quickly. The bottom has space for a packable jacket or a toiletry bag, and the top has admin-style organization for your passport and other small items. The main compartment packs just like a suitcase. The main bucket space is held in place with a zippered panel, so you don't have to use packing cubes if you don't want to. We did that when packing for a week-long trip, and the light ripstop fabric is very forgiving when trying to stuff the corners and make the most out of every ounce of space. Against the lid is a wide mesh pocket for a journal or a pouch, and a built-in packing cube beneath it for smaller clothing like socks and underwear. In all, this bag isn't just in it for the looks. Its layout is super convenient and easy to use on the road. The harness system is simpler than others, but we don't mind. The curved shoulder straps have a sternum strap and just enough padding to be comfortable without weighing down the bag. And you can even slide them behind the back panel before sticking the bag in the overhead bin. Larger users might find the harness system a little constricting, but they also might want a bag larger than 30 liters. If that's the case, we can help. For a bag that holds 50% more, check out this Osprey. It's comfortable to carry even when stuffed thanks to a capable harness system and Osprey's AirScape back panel. The taut mesh over a ridged panel makes the bag hover over your back instead of resting against it. It adds a ton of breathability, which you need in a bag this big. It's 46 liters, but only weighs 3.45 pounds, which is a similar weight to capacity ratio as the other bags on this list. We won't bore you with it, but we did do the math. The pack has a sturdy bottom and side panels of ballistic polyester with high tenacity ripstop nylon on the rest of the body. It's a bit stiff to put on and take off, but it's also very rugged and protective. The harness system is beefy too, with contoured shoulder straps, load lifters, a thickly padded hip belt, and a sternum strap. All of this makes it really comfortable to carry, even when loaded with a week's worth of gear. It's a lot of straps to wrangle, but it all tucks away so you can stuff it in the overhead bin. The straitjacket compression system keeps the bag in check, and the stiff sidewalls are rigid to protect your gear. They stick straight out when the compression straps aren't buckled, and they can block or slow access to the main compartment or external pockets. So remember to undo them before you go to grab something. Organization is pretty simple, with the top pocket large enough for a 311 bag, though it can be difficult to access in a pinch. There's more space in the large front pocket, which spans the entire front of the bag. Cords, wall chargers, and a Wi-Fi hotspot fit in the pockets, with plenty of leftover space for a small tech pouch and over-ear headphones. As for your device and its accessories, there's a roomy compartment accessible from the side. Everything else goes into the clamshell main compartment. Between large pockets to use as packing cubes and compression straps to hold pouches in place and compress the bag from inside, you'll have no issue getting all of your gear in this bag. If you somehow need more space, connect Osprey's Daylite or Farpoint Fairview day packs to the front of the bag underneath the straitjacket. And if you don't need to carry as much, the Sojourn Porter also comes in a 30-liter size. You can go even smaller too with the BAGSMART Blast travel backpack. This 28-liter bag has a smaller footprint than the other bags on this list, but it's still a great size for a weekend or road trip. Plus, at about $75 at the time of this video, it won't break the bank. The nylon exterior feels less durable than other bags on this list, and we don't love the unbranded hardware, but we haven't had issues so far. In true lightweight travel bag fashion, the backpack can look a little saggy, but the compression straps help lock down extra material and make it easier to fit into budget airline sizers. The harness system on this bag is pretty comfortable, and it gets even better if you add a laptop inside for extra structure. More on that soon. The padded back panel and shoulder straps aren't very firm, but we find it comfortably fits most users, and the sternum strap helps take some weight off. Even though it's small, this backpack doesn't skimp on organization. There's a large dump pocket on the top for a jacket, a pocket on the lid for quick grab gear, and 2 pockets on the front for small devices. Plus 1 flat side pocket and a hidden compartment on the back for your passport. The laptop compartment opens clamshell for easy access, though it has minimal padding. As we mentioned, your device sort of becomes the back panel, so we recommend using a case for added protection. There are 2 mesh pockets here for tech accessories, though we find them awkward to use and opt for a tech pouch instead. The main compartment opens like a duffel and has X-shaped compression straps to hold your gear in place, which is handy if you don't want to use packing cubes. However, the top pocket and a shoe pouch at the bottom of the bag occupy some of the space, so make sure you pack strategically. As urban travelers, we define ultralight travel backpacks as those that are under 2 pounds. Among all of the packs that we've tested over the years, and we have tested hundreds, we keep coming back to the ULA Dragonfly as the best in this category. It weighs 1.93 pounds, yet provides 36 liters of packable space, which is one of the best weight to capacity ratios on this list, and honestly, just about anywhere. It's made from Challenge Ultra 400TX fabric, which is super durable for its weight and weather resistant. Not everyone loves its industrial feel, but you can't argue with the weight and durability. You also get ultra stretch pockets on the front and side, compression straps to hold gear in place, front webbing where you can stash wet or stinky gear, and quality hardware. The harness system is comfortable for the long haul too, with curved straps that have dense, malleable padding, a sternum strap, and a decently sized hip belt. It's sold separately, but we personally like having it as an option. The back panel doesn't have a ton of padding, but it's dense and lined with mesh to help you stay as cool as possible. That stretchy front pocket we mentioned is large enough for a sweatshirt or jacket, and you can still fit something in the bungee in front of it. The top pocket has enough space for your phone, wallet, and sunglasses too, if you don't mind them in the same spot as your keys. Meanwhile, the laptop compartment holds up to a 17-inch device, and the main compartment opens clamshell for easy loading and unpacking. We use zippered pockets on the front for smaller gear and put packing cubes in the remaining space to keep things organized. While you'll have to handle most of the organization yourself, this makes the pack adaptable to different types of travel and adventures, features, and you're not wasting any weight or space on pockets that you don't need. Before we get into the best lightweight travel backpack overall, we do have an honorable mention. The 40-liter FORCLAZ Travel 500 has a lot of the features that we're used to seeing on more premium bags, but at the time of this video, it costs about $100. It's a good deal for the price, but it's hard to get over how cheap it can feel at times, especially when you compare it to something that costs just slightly more, like the Osprey Daylite 26+6. The hardware and zippers are quality, but the polyester shell and lining feel more budget, and we're frustrated by things like a laptop compartment that's not raised. Comfort also takes a hit when it's overloaded, feeling bulky against your back. That said, the trade-off might be worth it since you're getting 40 liters of space in a 2.8-pound bag. And the organization is pretty intuitive too. The main compartment opens like a suitcase and is easy to pack with cubes, shoe pouches, and a toiletry kit, which are all held beneath a mesh panel. There's more organization on the other side, and you can use the zippered compartments for a tech pouch, socks and underwear, and even documents. If you don't mind the downsides, it's a pretty solid liter to weight deal. And now we have our winner. We think that the Cotopaxi Allpa 35 liter is the best lightweight travel bag out there. It's built solidly, has a really fun aesthetic, and has all of the space and organization that you need for a trip. At 2.93 pounds, this super sturdy bag has 840D TPU coated nylon protecting your gear on the front and an 840D ballistic ripstop nylon on the bottom. While it has a rather structured, almost tarp-like appearance, it's not crinkly and is really easy to keep clean, which we appreciate in a bag we're taking all over the world. You can tuck the harness system behind the back panel, and since it is quite beefy, we like the option to get it out of the way. The straps are padded and curved to fit you more snugly, and the sliding sternum strap is easy to adjust on the go. There's a hip belt to support some weight, which is really helpful if you have a smaller frame. It might not sit as well on you if you're taller, but there's a 42-liter Allpa that might fit you better in that case. We don't worry about the security of our laptop in the side opening sleeve because it's well padded and includes a sizable false bottom. The top pocket's roomy enough to accommodate a mid-size power bank, a pair of AirPods, and a travel wallet, and the front compartment holds chunkier gear with admin-style organization and a key leash. It runs halfway down the bag's height, so you can put your toiletry bag inside and pull it out quickly at TSA. The main compartment is also well organized. The top pocket works well for toiletries, the lower pocket is deep enough for bulky items, and the main bucket space has a stretchy mesh cover to keep your clothing in place even without packing cubes. Since it stretches, you can pack quite a bit into the side, as long as you're willing to use some muscle to zip it afterward. In all, the Allpa provides a flexible packing experience that's comfortable to carry wherever you go, so you don't need to make any sacrifices just to get a lighter bag. That's why we think it is the best lightweight travel backpack. Let's talk for a quick second about how we chose these bags. We used the same criteria for each, looking at build, carry comfort, organization, and any special features that set it apart. However, the most important factor we considered was the bag's weight. We chose bags that weigh 3 pounds or less when empty, and a few are even less than 2 pounds. We also looked for durable materials. We don't love fabrics so minimal that they sag, so we aimed for bags that incorporate structure without adding weight. Regardless of the bag, a comfortable carry is still key. Omitting back panel padding or a sternum strap will certainly make a backpack weigh less, but you'll get sore quickly. We look for bags that keep the harness system minimal without impacting the overall feel. While fewer pockets and attachment points mean less weight on the bag, we prefer some organization because it helps us keep our gear in check. While these are some of our favorite lightweight travel backpacks so far, there are a ton of them out there, so hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this, and let us know in the comments below which lightweight travel backpack you've been loving and tell us why. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.